Welcome back, everyone. This is episode 95. Episode 95 of Kickin' It with Kaz. Kicking It with Kaz. Coming, premiering 8/9 Central this Wednesday. Kicking It with Kaz. I'm kidding. That's not real, by the way. We're not premiering anywhere. Although I would to premiere somewhere if somebody would like me to. I really would. I'd love to premiere. I'll show my nipples. I will flash just one, though, not both. I'll flash a nipple. Guys, what do I have with me today? I have a iced coffee and a hot coffee cup because I don't conform to societal standards. So why don't you chew on that, libs? Why don't you gnaw on that, libs? Libs? No, I'm just kidding. Guys, how fantastic are you doing today? I am living it up, living good, living fine, living fresh, living free, living like I wanna be. Nobody take those lyrics. That's going to be on my first solo album. So that was just a little intro. I'm not going to give you the whole thing. That was just a taste. Consider that your appetizer to my solo album, my solo folk album that we'll be releasing in 15 years. Because you can't write a folk album until you're 30, severely balding, spend too much time in your local coffee shop, and really like to wear fedoras. And if, God forbid, honestly, if I ever get there, put me down. Just pull the plug. And by the plug, I mean the one on my electric acoustic guitar. That's irritating everybody in the coffee shop. And I was a little boy, and I was another man. Sir, that is not a garbage can for your iced coffee. Don't throw anything at me. Do not throw your keys at me, sir. Damn it. Episode 95. Sorry, I'm just repeating it because I don't really want to look at my notes and I kind of forgot what I want to talk about. I've been having my neck. Remember last week I was talking about my back. Last week I brought up my back, how it was hurting me. This week I'm bringing up my neck. Next week you are in for a treat because I'm going to be bringing up my pussy and my crack. So, really just get excited for that. That's going to be next week's episode title. Exploring my crack, Plumber's Edition. And I think and it's going to be a live stream too. We're going to do a live stream colonoscopy for charity someday. And I hope that you'll be there and you'll donate. And if you don't, you're actually a horrible, terrible person. But anyways, my neck, remember last week I was talking about, I believe I brought up if you didn't listen to last week's episode, I'll give you a quick little refresher. And so basically my back was hurting. I was talking about my sleeping posture and how I don't really give a fuck about my sleeping posture because I'm just trying to get to sleep, man. I'm not trying to worry about how my spine is in perfect alignment and, some other random, scientifical nonsense. Okay. We're living in a day and age where science and knowledge is actually irrelevant as long as you speak with confidence and sound like you sounds like you ate somebody who smoked 60 packs a day. Not that you smoke 60 packs a day. That's how RFK Jr. sounds. That's what I'm talking about. He sounds like he ate somebody who smoked 60 packs a day for 60 years and they're just living inside of his diaphragm, and that's who's speaking. That's why there's a slight delay on his speech. Because it's not him. He's actually mute. It's this being inside of him who smokes 60 packs a day, and they're speaking from his diet. That's why there's a little bit of an echo. Fun fact, and don't look it up because it's true, and I brought it up. But my neck, I've been realizing my biggest worry, honestly, and I've been thinking about this a lot recently, and I know it's going to be everybody's problem someday, but growing up with smartphones is I don't love that I grew up, or even my DS, I was in the back seat of the car, man, with my head just chin into my sternum, staring at that shit. And every time I think about my neck being turned down, I'm so horrified that I'm going to just slowly morph into this creature, And then once you start morphing like that and you get the hump and then, you know, you start looking like a humpback, the only thing you could do is like work at a Gothic church and ring the bell. That's the only thing they'll hire you for. And I just, you know, how am I going to spread joy into the world with my jokes if I'm ringing a bell every single day? You know, I'm just worried about it. But if worst comes to worst, I think realistically, I'll just slowly morph and then I'll create some sort of accent and then just stand outside the house. And everybody that walks by, I'll just get like super high, sit outside the house in this chair, and I'll hold a lantern in my hand. And every time somebody walks by, I'll ask them riddles to pass. I'll be like the troll under the bridge, but I'm just like on some random block in Chicago, and everybody knows not to go down that street because you have to answer my riddles. Who's that? Dude, just take a left here. It's 5 minutes longer if we go the other way. No, there's this guy. No. There's this guy there. You have to answer his riddle or he won't let you pass. It's a whole thing. I'd be outside the house with a lantern in my hand, my back just hunched over. I'm like, is that a traveler I see? Yes. I have a riddle for you, boy. What has 10 toes and a billy club? I don't know. Me! Ding! I pull it out of my sack. I'm holding a sack as well. I should have specified. Me! Ding! I just beat people with a billy club. And the police can't do anything about it because I'm protected by the state. Yeah, because they want to show everybody what happens when you stare at your phone 12 hours a day. That's what I'm like a social experiment, except there's real consequences to it, you know? I'm like a social experiment, but there's real consequences to it, and I'm just outside your house. That's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to buy, when I move out, I'm just going to buy a house in a very populated area so that I could just sit outside, get like super high, and then just like make up these riddles in my head. But most of the time, they're probably the trick. The trick about the riddles will be that there's actually no answer, and you just always get hit with a billy club. It's just what's bright green and filled with pricks? A cactus? Well, right answer, but I shall still beat you with my billy club, sir. On your knees. No, not like that. Not like that. I wouldn't make anybody do that. Of course not. I wouldn't make anybody get on there. Well, if they want to worship me, they could. Worship the billy club. Honestly, I'll give people two options. Either they could solve the riddle or you could worship me. And that's that. Cold coffee in a hot coffee cup. I bet you never even thought of it because you're scared to explore new things. You want to know why you want to know why you haven't taken that leap? That leap you're so afraid of? Because you don't do little acts of revolution like this every single day. You don't wake up and go, you know what? I'm going to put cold coffee in a hot coffee cup because I could do whatever the fuck I want. You know what I'm saying? Abrupt cut. If you're listening, I don't know what the fuck that shithead 15 minutes ago was speaking about. I don't know what he was talking. I don't know what the fuck I was saying. This is what the fuck just happened in case you're fucking curious, fuckhead. Sorry, this is just I'm lashing out at you guys when the problem is separate from you guys, okay? I don't mean to treat you like an upset parent who doesn't know how to control their emotions and I'm taking it out on the child. That's how I feel right now. I apologize for my outburst. Listen to me though. This stupid fucking camera. So I broke. There's a cable that I plug into it, okay? It's a well-known cable. I can't think of the name of it, but it's like a micro USB is what it is. Super basic cable, but what I didn't know is that for some reason the whatever fucking wire coil bullshit that's in the fucking cable that Sony gave to me that came with this fucking camera that I use every single time for the podcast because it's got eye tracking and it looks great and it's fantastic. And the cable that came with this fucking camera, okay, I didn't know it must have some special magical powers inside of it or fucking electrical knowledge that's beyond my comprehension because I don't know shit about electricity. I broke it. because I was moving a little bit too fast when I was setting things up. God forbid, I'm excited to start the show and dance like a clown for you people. Okay? God forbid, I'm excited to be the clown. God forbid, I'm excited to get on here and clown around. God forbid. God forbid a motherfucker wants to clown. God forbid. And I'm moving a little too fast. I'm getting a little excited. I snap the cable. I go, no biggie. I got 15 of those fuckers. I tried 15 of them. None of them were keeping the fucking camera charged, because normally you plug it in the side, it totally ignores the battery and then keeps the camera charged the entire time. The other cables didn't fucking work, so I just found, thank good heavens, Lord have mercy on our souls that I didn't break anything else, and I found a beautiful, fully charged extra battery in a box downstairs that I had packed away in storage. It took me 25 minutes to find it. On top of it, I got a fucking haircut this morning. Thanks for the compliments in the comments. And I got a lot of hair back there. Didn't have time to shower because I wanted to get this done. Then I got to go to the gym. I got other shit to do, and it's a sensory fucking nightmare back there. And I've been itching like crazy, and it's driving me up a wall, and it feels like there's a colony of ants laying eggs down my spine right now. But I'm so happy to be here, and I hope you are too. Fuck! Woo! And I went to get coffee this morning, and I'm going to be honest, the double espresso shot on top of the cold brew inside of this cup was a mistake. It was a mistake. Some days it's a mistake. Some days it isn't. But you know what? I can't get anything done unless my fight or flight is activated. That's what I was speaking about this on TikTok, actually, in case you're curious. We're back, though, now. I'm not worried about this going off. This should last the rest of the episode. And if it doesn't, well, let's just say I'm going to get some noise complaints because I'm going to lose my fucking shit. But anyways, motherfuck. I totally just blanked. What am I talking about? Fuck! Fucking ADHD. Fuck! Cocksucking. Fuck! Oh, right. So, guys, listen. Don't lash out like that. That's not a good thing to do. You guys need to meditate and calm yourself. But sometimes there's a lot of hair on your back. The long sleeve is making me extra hot. And, 14 batteries don't work. And you break a cable. And you know what? Sometimes you need to get angry. And you know what? I got to be honest with you, because I've read a lot of different books about, spirituality and things like that. I dove into a lot of that different stuff after I lost my marbles. And then when I lost my marbles, it was a very different, when, how people usually, they'll lose their shit. And then they're like, at my lowest, I found God. Hey, you know what? Props to you. Whatever. At my lowest, I was like, just fucking when I get up there, I'm gonna beat the fuck. I started sending mental threats to God. That was a very different, but then I got out of my insane phase, and then I started reading more into spirituality, different religions, reading books about things like that, but that's not really important. But that really is how I felt. I didn't find God. At my lowest, I didn't find God. I wanted to find God. I wanted to find and beat his ass. I was like, oh, you think this is funny? I was miserable every single day. I'm like, you think this is a joke, don't you? I started creating these narratives in my head. God was some guy in a big chair sitting there with me on a monitor screen. Look at him struggle. And I'm sitting in my room plotting against him. You better hope I don't get up there soon, buddy, because I'm going to kick your ass. Do you know how fucking insane that is? Well, I was quite insane at the time, wasn't I? Yeah, I was. I was pretty fucked mentally. But we're back, and we're better than ever, and we're feeling splentastic. That's splendid and fantastic together. Feel free to use that in the group chat. It'll get the cats purring. Meow. Meow. That's what I say whenever no, don't do that. If you're a man, definitely never. But the women, the girls, you could definitely take that. Be like, if somebody's looking hot, be like, meow. But men, don't use that. You'll probably get some sort of restraining order and possibly put on a list. And rightfully so. What are you saying that to a fucking woman unprovoked? Meow? Somebody fucking break his trachea. Somebody break his trachea and use it as a I broke a guy's trachea and I use it as a foam roller. Yeah, that's right. My IT band is loose because of Kyle's poor speaking decisions, and I broke his trachea in half, and I use it as a foam roller for my IT band. And you know what? The little grooves on his trachea really help me loosen my outer IT. I don't know the other muscle. I'm trying here, guys. I didn't go to fucking medical school. IT band, you got your quad, your hamstring. Everything's looser because of Kyle's loose lips. You know, you want to keep those lips loosed and greased up and say whatever you want, meow and purr at women walking down the street. Well, I'm going to break your trachea and use it as a device to better my health. How about that? How about that? How about that? I'm so fucking hot. I was feeling very cool. I liked the long sleeve. I honestly felt like I looked like very professional today, weirdly, you know, because it's sort of like a mental thing because I don't actually have to wear anything specific. You know that obviously because this show it's my show and I don't work in a professional setting. It's very interesting. Sometimes I honestly just like, this is going to sound insane, but sometimes I'll put jeans and... Not that jeans are nice, but I'll put something on that somebody would wear to work, and then I'll sit at my computer because it's like a mental thing. I'm like, this is what work people do. Even though I'm gonna do like, I'm just sitting at my computer editing. I'm working on stuff, and yeah, I could be in my pajamas, but it's almost like I need like the mental. I don't know. I can't really explain it. It's mental. Some days I'm sitting at my desk and I can't focus. And I think to myself, we should put on a suit. No, you just need an Adderall, buddy. Fucking relax. And that brings me back full circle to how I need coffee to operate. You see how everybody wants to tell me that this podcast is all over the place? That's a full circle moment, okay? That's a full circle moment. That's called the circle of cause. You heard of the circle of life? You heard of the life of pi? This is the circle and life of cause. Welcome to the show, everybody. Even though we've been here a minute. So I hope you're enjoying yourself. Are you enjoying yourself? I hope you're enjoying yourself. I hope you're enjoying yourself. I hope you are, seriously. Anywho, I feel, and I was talking about this on TikTok, but I feel as though I need caffeine to operate because I need the anxiety. And I think that is that's due to the ADHD. Because without the adrenaline and the anxiety, what's the motivation to do anything? And some might say, well, what if it's a passion project? Okay, then I'm already going to have motivation. Shithead. Obviously, I'm going to have motivation to do something I'm passionate about, although ADHD is funky because a lot of times I'm sitting in front of something and I really, 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 really want to do it. It's the only thing I want to do right now. Sometimes it's even a video game. All I want to do is play this video game and I can't play the video game. It's fucked. It's genuinely fucked. It's miserable, quite frankly. It's horrible. Anyways, but the caffeine, something about the caffeine, if I don't feel like I'm being hunted for sport while I'm sitting at my computer and constantly looking over my shoulder, then how am I going to write back somebody? Then how am I going to answer a fucking brand email? Calm, cool, and collected? Would you like to work with us? Oh, I would love to work with... No. Would you like to work with us? Oh my God. Oh yeah, I do. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I love you guys. I love your brand, but I don't love it too much like a weirdo because I'm not fucking crazy. I'm not fucking crazy and I don't love it too much, but I really love your brand and I would love to work with you. Oh my God, yes, please. Thank you. Love, hugs. Oh my God, wait, no, not love. I mean best wishes. And that's just like the normal state that I operate at. And there's some holistic hoes on TikTok and Instagram and the social webs and the interwebs, if you will, that are like, your nervous system is always, if it's always on edge, it's going to cause problems late in life. Listen, I don't know what to do. Okay? Let's fix my nervous system. Now the ADHD becomes a larger problem because I don't have any anxiety. A lot of people actually will say to me, they're like, you have ADHD, but you have really good time management. Yeah, because I feel like if I'm not there on time, you're going to shoot me. Yeah, I feel like if I'm not there on time, and God forbid I disappoint you, I feel like the blood inside of my body is going to come to a boil and melt me alive. Yes. Wow, you have such good time management. Thank you. I thought I was going to throw up in my car on the way here, and I was 5 minutes early. Yeah. You have such good time management. Thank you. I had 18 espresso shots so that I didn't fucking throw up in my driveway. Yeah. No, thank you. Yeah, I'm so happy I'm here on time. Yeah. That's why when I was on I gotta admit, when I was on anxiety medication for like only a few months, that was to get me out of my insane phase. I was only on anxiety medication for like a few months. I say a few months, but it was like 3 to 6 months. And BT Dub's only reason I fully support the medication. Obviously, if you need it, I think you should take it, and I probably should be on it. But you know what? I can't because it's weird. It fucked up. I felt like it didn't allow me to. No, I'm not even going to get into that because then it's like a whole thing of like I feel like I lost my spark. Well, my spark is apparently sitting here and screaming about how I feel like I'm getting hunted while answering an email, which is probably not a spark. It's more like TNT. That like I didn't know was there, like old TNT. That my spark is like old TNT that somebody left in a cave somewhere, but you don't know it's down there. And then one day a caver comes down there with one of those torches, and they're looking around, and they accidentally light the thing, and they just have to stare at it as they accept their inevitable demise. And they just look. They're looking at. They see their face in the shadows in the light, and they know that that's the last thing that they'll see is the shadow of who they were. That's brilliant, by the way. Somebody should write that. Like don't steal that extra. I'm gonna write that in a novel someday. I don't know if there's enough coffee in the world to give me enough anxiety to write a novel. But yes, I need anxiety to do things, and I've realized that's bad, and I probably shouldn't, but I don't know what to do because every time I try like a caffeine alternative, right? I realize energy is not my problem. I have plenty of energy. I have a normal amount of energy to get through the day. It's the focus and motivation. And the only thing that I feel that works is when my adrenaline gets fucking ramped up and I'm real fucking excited. Excitable, really, honestly. Not excited and like happy, but like excited in like tense sort of way. And when I feel like that, that's when I get things done. And when I don't, and when I'm caught, like people are like, no, you got to be calm and like in a flow state. If I'm calm, I'm not doing anything. I'm not going to get anything done that I don't want to do. Oh, I'm so relaxed right now. I should go answer this email. No. What am I, crazy? Fuck you. Oh, I'm so relaxed. Oh, I'm so calm. Moving about my day. And listen, I'm probably the odd man out here. Everyone listening is probably like, yeah, you should be pretty relaxed answering an email, Anthony. Yeah, I probably should, guys. You're right, I probably should, but I'm not. Okay? So why don't you keep those thoughts and opinions to yourself? Oh boy. Clipping the show's a nightmare, by the way, just to throw that out there. Because when you're listening, it all ties together and it's cohesive and we eventually come full circle. But when I'm sitting at my computer making clips, holy fuck. It's because sometimes I'll drop a joke and then 3 minutes later I'll make a callback and I'll add more jokes to that joke. But now it's like, right now I gotta jump and this and I gotta think. But that's not your problem. That's my problem. And oh my God, my back itches so bad. I'm gonna fucking freak out. Do you guys shower? I normally shower right after, but I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna be a normal, neurotypical, normal, well-adjusted adult and not shower after my haircut, and it's not going to bother me. And you know what? I'm not a normal, well-adjusted adult, and it feels like a fucking hedgehog has nested a small family in the back of my spine right now. But you just have to breathe through it, okay? This feels like, I rip every single tag off every single shirt that I own. And this feels like there's 50 tags on the back of this shirt. And you know what? I'm a normal, well-adjusted adult, and that's okay. And it doesn't bother me. But I digress. Cold coffee in a hot coffee cup. Microphone in one hand. I do still feel like I look very professional right now. I'm wearing white jeans. Hashtag #09 Millennial Core. And a burgundy-esque long sleeve that says, I wanted to be formal, but not formal enough to have a button up. Right? This is like cool casual formal. Where it's like, okay, this looks nice, but it's not business meeting nice. Do you know what I'm saying? I think you do. Anywho, what else do I want to talk about to you dirty hoes? Sorry, I didn't mean to say that. I started singing and I feel so good. I just want to sing a little song. I really do need a soundboard. We should do a vote. Should I get a soundboard, guys? I should. I need it. I want to be able to like change my voice as I'm taught. Like that would be fun. Like lower it, higher it, maybe add some auto tune. Give you guys somebody drop me a sick beat. Go a little acapella on that shit. Get a little crazy with it. I think that could be fun. I think it could be really fun. I don't know. We'll chat later. I think we need to get into, I feel like I'm not really sure how far we are into the episode, but I feel like we need to get into AAA. Asshole Advice with Anthony. Do you guys want to get into it? Do you guys you can respond? Like you can respond. All right, hold on. Let me grab my iPad. I had to charge it. It's on the ground because, why would I have it charged beforehand? Why would I be ready and willing? Ready and willing. Ready and willing, sir. That's how I give consent in bed. Well, not sir. I mean, I'm not fucking dudes. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Fuck all the dudes you want. I wish I honestly wanted to fuck some dudes. It'd be a lot easier, man. I feel like the gays have a lot of fun. I feel like I could have more fun, and the gays are having it, but I just can't do it, man. I can't do it, man. Wieners are nasty. I feel like women feel that way too. Like if a woman came up to me and was like, listen, I think you're great and awesome, but wieners are gross. I'd be like, honestly, straight up. I wouldn't even be mad about it. I'd be like, honestly, straight up. Straight up. Honestly, straight up. Wieners are nasty. Sorry, this is just me riffing while I'm looking for the fucking Google Form website. Oh, la-di-da, la-di-da, la-di-da. Do you guys ever feel like you want to live in a gothic home? Do you guys feel that way? I feel that way. Quite frequently, actually. I feel that way. Oh, that's amazing. I'm so happy that the Wi-Fi is not working right now. Oh, my God. What peace and tranquility this is bringing me. All right. Well, this isn't the right... Okay. Son of a bitch. This isn't the right one, okay? Awesome. I clicked the wrong link. God, that's so beautiful. Wow, what? It feels like I'm so calm right now, and I definitely don't feel the hair all over my fucking back. I feel like I'm in a Japanese village with a koi pond around me, listening to tranquil waters hit beautifully placed rocks. Yeah, that's exactly how I feel right now. Yeah, it's super how I feel. Ooh, more responses this week. How wonderful is that? All right, hoes. We're going to get into triple A.A.A. Well, that would be 6 A's. So triple A. We're getting into AAA, Anthony's Asshole Advice, which is very different than the normal AAA. We don't fix cars here. We fix your life. We fix your problems. You send in your advice, and I'll give you... You send in things that you got problems on, I'll give you my advice, baby. Maybe your boyfriend's a fucking cunt, and you want to know if you should leave his dirty ass, and I'll let you know if you should. Or maybe your girlfriend has been cheating on you, and you want to know if you should leave her. Well, maybe, I don't know. Or maybe you are having trouble in school, or you're having trouble at the playground. I hope not. Nobody that young is listening to this. I hope you're not at a playground after school. And if you're old enough to be listening and you are at a playground, let's get you on a list, buddy. Okay. Welcome back to AAA. Anthony's Asshole Advice. No, that's not my WWE wrestling name. This is a very real segment where we give very real advice. And let me just say, this is unsolicited. And no, you can't sue me because this is not actually therapeutical advice, but it is. But it isn't if you have a lawyer. But if you don't have a lawyer, this is very real therapeutical advice. All right, first one here. Someone said I'm a 20-year-old pansexual virgin. These are the details I like, by the way. This is fantastic. Now I could really give you some good advice. I'm going bar hopping for my 21st birthday in June. Happy early! Ooh, ooh. Sorry. There's a sorority white girl that lives inside of me that I've been suppressing for 23 years, and every once in a while she gets her claws out and she makes some noise. But you're bar hopping for your 21st birthday in June. Should I hook up with someone? Now, pansexual, that means you fuck with it all. You want a little bit of everything. You want the entree, you want the main, you want the entree, you want the appetizer, you want the side salad, you want the soup. When they ask you super salad, you say why not both? You say why not both? Why don't you throw the soup in the salad and tell the chef that if he doesn't, I'm going to come back and kill him. I'm going to come back there and ratatouille his scrotum. Okay? I'm gonna do the Australian ratatouille, hop in his pants, and force him to cook with his balls out. That got graphic. I apologize. Should you hook up with someone? You should hook up with everyone. What are you talking? You're pansexual. First of all, everybody's an option. Pretty much everybody. Should you hook up with someone? Definitely hook up with someone. But if you're feeling crazy, I'd hook up with other people. I think you try and knock down every color of the rainbow, to be honest with you. I support it. I do. I think you should. Now be safe about it. Use protection. Don't be stupid. And make sure you're being safe about it. But should you hook up with someone, I think you should live your life and do whatever the fuck you want. That's what I think. I think you should do whatever the hell you want. I think you should taste the rainbow. No Skittles. Well, if you want Skittles, you could have them, but also you could taste a double rainbow that night if you get the Skittles involved. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's what you should do. And that's beautiful. And happy early 21st. Pansexual vert, that's... Also, now I am skipping... Hold on. Now, I am skipping over the virgin part. So you might be nervous and scared. So don't listen. I'm just throwing it out there that I think you should go crazy if you want. But if you don't want to, you just want to find one person, listen, real advice here, don't force it unless it feels right. If you want to and it feels right, then do it. But if you're like, I don't know, but it's my 21st and I should, don't force false narratives upon yourself. Do whatever the hell you want. Do it at your own pace. Don't think about what anybody else is telling you. And slow down and relax. Okay? And honestly, I would get on maybe Hinge or something beforehand because then you could vet people out, right? And you could even do like a little process. Be like, hey, I'm thinking about doing this and this on my birthday. Would you be down? And someone's like, yeah, for sure. Be like, okay, well, there's going to be 6 other people there that you have to compete with and make it a little game show and actually rent out the bar while you're at it. Rent out the bar, invite 20 different people and have them audition to hook up with you. I think that's actually the best idea I've ever had. You're welcome for that. Next. That was too many espresso shots. I knew it. The guy I like asked me to go roller skating with him. I can't roller skate, and I know he can roller skate. I've seen him do a cartwheel with immaculate form. Do I go and look like a fool, or do I decline? Has coolness changed since I've been in school? I didn't get out that long ago. I didn't know doing a cartwheel with immaculate form was like a daunting skill to have. Oh my God. Did you see that? He didn't even bend it. He didn't even bend at the knees. God. Oh my God. I can't go out with him. Are you fucking kidding me right now? What are you talking about? The guy asked me to go roller skating with him. He doesn't give a fuck if you could roller skate. honestly, listen, I'm going to be honest. You want to know something about dudes? A lot of dudes would probably prefer if you suck ass at roller skating, and then they could be like, well, I'm this big burly man who knows how to roller. Not really. Like, what are we talking about, though? I would say, honestly, if anything, he would be stoked that you don't really know how to roller skate, because then he gets the opportunity to get up close and personal, right? Maybe breathe on your neck a little bit consensually and be like, you just got to put one foot in front of the other. you just got to put one foot in front of the other. And then you glide nice and smooth. Are you kidding? He's begging, praying on his knees every night to the Lord, begging that you don't know how to work those rollerblades. Take a chill. If anything, this is good. Then you could be like, I don't know. And then if you're really feeling them, I don't know how to do a cartwheel. Could you show me? Now he's got your hands on. Now he's got his hands on your hips. You're upside down. What's going to happen? I don't know, but I hope you guys have a beautiful life together. This therapy shit is easy, man. Next. What else we got? Someone said, is double texting annoying? Here's the gist, bitches. Here's the gist. Double texting is only annoying if the feelings aren't mutual. And you know what? That's the quickest way to find out. Now, I'm not saying don't fucking go on one date and start double texting. But if it's been a little bit and you want to double text and they're like, oh, I don't know, this is moving too fast. It's been 3 months. If it's been, fuck them. Who cares? Honestly, fuck that. Honestly, I'm a double text right away type person. Fuck them. That's just who I am. I double text. I'll triple text. I'll quad text. Because you know what? Because you know how I feel? Listen, if I'm feeling you and I think you're feeling me, I'm going to double text. I don't give a fuck. And then if they're like, and then if somebody's like, and then if you want, and then if I double text and they want to leave me on red for 24 to 48, fuck them. Moving on, done. Don't care anymore. Double text. Who gives a fuck? Double text, double call them up. Call them up in the afternoon at work. Be like, hey, what's going on? Don't do that, actually. Could you imagine, like, noon on a Tuesday? What are you doing? Spreadsheets? Cool. That's cool. What are you doing? Just working, you know. Just working. Call them up. You know what? Fuck the nonchalant bullshit. Oh, I don't want to double text. Quad text. Fuck them. Stop. Enough. The world is burning. Do you really give a fuck? The permafrost is going to melt. Then there's going to be disease, and we don't have the vaccines. And then someone's going to be like, oh, but I won't take a vaccine because the woke mind virus. And we're fucked. We're fucked. Damn it. Ocean levels are, it's hotter, it's colder. Ocean levels are right. We're fucked. Quad text. FaceTime them at 3 p.m. on a fucking Wednesday and say, where the fuck are you? I want to see you, bitch. Do it. Do it. Enough with the nonchalantism. You know what I love? My Nintendo Switch. I love Mario Kart. I love playing those video games. And if you find someone who's like, I don't really like that you play video games, go die in a hole, bitch. Or if somebody's like, oh, I don't like how much makeup you wear, go die in a hole, bitch. I don't like that you do that. Fuck you. I don't give a fuck. Enough with the, I don't know. Is this the right social cue, Con? Fuck social cues. Here's a cue. I love you. We've been on one date. I don't care. Maybe don't do that. Listen, but just live your life. Enough with the nonchalant and be chalant. Chalant it up. Chalant. Chalant all you want. Everybody's always like, oh, he's so chill. He's so nonchalant. I'm the most chalant motherfucker. I care way too much about shit. I'm so overdramatic. I have so many feelings and opinions about so many different things. And want to know why? Because I'm alive, bitch. I'm a human. That's how you're supposed to feel. Have opinions and be dramatic. Have a lot of feelings. Oh, wow, you really didn't like that. That wasn't very nonchalant of you. Yeah, I didn't like it. And I'm going to freak out over it. The fuck? Yeah. What was the question? The fuck did you say? Is double texting annoying? Is double texting annoying? Who gives a fuck? If they like you, they'll love it. If I was super into somebody and they double text me, I'm sitting there giggling, kicking my feet like a fucking 13-year-old girl. Okay? I'm sitting there giggling, kicking my feet, going, oh my God, she likes me. Live your life. Be free. Be cringe. Spread your wings. Like what you like. Fuck what anybody says. And forget about it. Double text, triple text, quadruple text. Do what feels right. And live your life. And God bless. What any God. Or if you're atheists, Mother Earth is beautiful as well. Love. Be cringe. Be free. Be you. All right. Enough fucking Tony Robbins in this up. Let's get back to jokes. I think I want to get back to jokes. Let's see. Advice on getting into running. I've been getting this a lot. I run semi-frequently. Semi-occasionally. Semi-consistently. Well, that's sort of paradox. That doesn't really make any sense. I run semi-consistently. I've been much more consistent now because when it's nicer out, I'm much more likely to go for a run because I like running outside. I don't like getting on the fucking treadmill. That's actually advice number one. A lot of people will be like, get on the treadmill. It's better for your knees. It's not better for your brain. I want to freaking slam my head into the center of the treadmill every single time I'm on it. But when I run outside, it's nice. You feel the breeze. But how do you get into running? You need to start by running at a pace so slow that you would be embarrassed if somebody you knew saw you. I'm so fucking serious. That's the best way to build cardio. Run super slow. I'm talking heart rate like 130, 140. You want to have something that tracks your heart rate. It's much easier that way. And that way you start doing it. And at first you're like, fuck this is stupid. But I'm telling you, few months, all of a sudden, that slow ass pace that you're running at where your heart rate's 140, all of a sudden you knocked off a minute off that shit and you're moving way quicker and you're starting to feel it. Anthony, I have a dilemma. And I am perked up. Not like, that was weird, Anthony. I'm very interested and intrigued. I'm quite interested and intrigued by your question. All right, let's see here. Anthony, I have a dilemma. I'm bisexual, and I'm also in sort of a love triangle between a guy and a girl. Round of applause, everybody. Absolutely incredible. I'm not going to lie, there's a lot left here. This feels like an amazing place to be. But, as we know, this will probably get worse. The thing is, the guy has been nothing but sweet to me, but he does have questionable political views, which is pretty important to me. I think we're going to need more details. What do you mean by that? What do you mean? Like, questionable, like... He thinks the billionaires should get more tax cuts, or questionable, like he doesn't know if bisexual should be allowed. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. But otherwise is a good guy. I'm just saying, like, what are we talking about? I'm already skeptical and I don't like him. I'm going to be honest, I already don't like him. What do you mean questionable? You got to get specific there. Then everyone says, but all his friends say that he's not very good with relationships and he may be manipulating me. The guy with questionable politics who's pretending to be a good guy may be manipulating you? Maybe. Probably. However, on the other hand, the girl in this situation has done me dirty in the past, but she's a 10 out of 10 baddie? Do I sacrifice my sanity for a baddie, or do I go the safe route with the guy, or may I not be a bit? The safe route with who? Mr. Questionable Politics and maybe manipulating you? In what world is that the safe route? That's like calling a lava pit with spikes and venomous snakes at the bottom a safe route compared to the yellow brick road. Huh. I wonder if I should go through this gore. This is what it looks like to me. 10 out of 10, baddie who did you wrong in the past. People make mistakes. I'm not saying what she did was good. Then over here, we have questionable political views, possibly manipulating you and possibly pretending to be a good guy. So what I'm saying is, on the one hand, we have a beautiful, gorgeous jungle that might have dangerous animals inside of it, but we can't know for sure. And on the other side, we have a pit with a fire-breathing dragon at the end and multiple Indiana Jones-style opticals that may or may not lead to a false gemstone. Because somebody already got the real gemstone, and now when you find the fake gemstone, all you get is a fake gemstone and possible demise. What are you confused about? I think we figured it out. And you know what? And if the baddie does you wrong again, here's the thing. You get to be with a baddie. God forbid she does you wrong, and you go, you know what? We tried it, but at least she was a 10 out of 10 bad bitch. At least she was a 10 out of 10 baddie. And honestly, I think you could live with that. Oh, whoa. Someone said, whoa. They said, I'll just take whatever the opposite of your advice is. I should have read that first. Don't do it. No. I feel like this is the one time we should listen to Kaz. I feel like this is the one very specific, important time that we need to listen to me. Don't take the fucking opposite of that. I'll just take whatever the opposite of your advice is. I should really read these things all the way fucking through. Damn it. I should read these things all the way through first. No. That was my best advice of the episode, I think. One of, at least. That was great advice. Damn it. Fuck. You know what's right in your heart. Don't fuck with me. You know what's right in your heart. You didn't need me to answer this. You just wanted to do the opposite of what I say. Please don't do the opposite of what I say. And then you ended it, but I love the pod, I promise. Okay, I appreciate that. God, this fucking hair's all over me. Look, I appreciate that you love the pod. Don't go for the manipulator. Is he a 10 out of 10? No, you would have said it. Listen, if you're going to take the opposite of my advice, at least take this. If they're below an 8, so help you. So help you God. So help you God. Possibly manipulating you. So help you God. I'm done with that one. Opposite of my advice. Good to know that's how you guys feel about me. All right, guys, I'm going to be honest. I know, do you guys really, I need you guys to be honest, whether on Spotify, I think you could leave comments, or, fuck. Hold on. Fuck, I really hope this kept recording, even though my computer shut off. It did! How glorious! Listen, I know I should do current events, but God, do I love the advice segment. And we get carried away sometimes, but the advice is so much fun. Current events are debilitating and horrifying, to be honest with you. And I know, and they're important, and you should be keeping focus on them with yourself. And yes, I will bring them up frequent, but sometimes we like to get carried away with the advice segment because it's fun. I like the advice segment. It's a fun time. I like it. But you guys let me know. Do you guys want YouTube comments, or I think on Spotify you could leave comments as well. So leave them there, I think. I'm not really sure how that works, to be honest with you, even though I have a podcast on Spotify. Not 100% sure how it works. But listen to me. If you want current events every single week, We'll make it happen. It's just that we'll have to do less advice. But if the majority doesn't really give a fuck and you guys are like, I like the advice segment more anyways, then fuck it. We'll just do this. And then every once in a while, maybe we'll do current events here and there. But you guys let me know. All right. I think we're going to might do a few more advice here. Let's do a few more advice and then we'll get out of here. Let's see what else. Let's see if there's any other ones that jump out at me. Thoughts on Chipotle serving sizes. Just got a bowl and I'm heated. You know, I've been waiting for somebody to bring this up. Corporate greed, corporate greed it's gotten to such a fucking point. You know, they've always been greedy. They always need more. More. They're like the hungry hippos if the hungry hippos were maniacal supervillains who run companies. Oh, I gotta get them all. They're like the hungry hippos if after playing a game of hungry hippos, they stood up and then brutally murdered the other hippos, kept it all for themselves, and then the next time they play the game, they go, I don't know. I think we lost 10 balls or so, but I guess we'll just have to play with this many. Wrong, they're hiding the 10 in a vault in Switzerland that nobody knows about. They're holding the other 10 balls in an offshore account in Switzerland that nobody fucking knows about. The greed is just give people, and it fucking kills me because people are quite frankly very easy to sway. It's very easy to be, nowadays especially, it is so fucking easy to be a corporation that people like. All you have to do is price things fairly while you're still raking in copious amounts of coin. I mean, more coin than you could ever need in your fucking life. And then somewhere like Chipotle, you know what you do? Oh, can I have a little more chicken? Actually, you could have double and we won't charge you for it. Do you know how much more fucking money you would make if you just fucking busted the bowls out the brim? Oh, but we'll lose money because no, more people are going to come. They're going to keep coming back because you're giving them 2 meals for the price of 1. And you know what? I know it won't make a fucking dent in their fucking pockets. But the shareholders, fuck Chipotle. They're real cunts about that shit. And you know what? They need to enough with and why are the workers act like they got a stake in the fucking company? What's up with that? They work like they got fucking like they work. Have some of these workers, these 16-year-olds, act like they're one of the shareholders. The fucking warden's always at the cash register. Oh no, I think that was actually double steak. No, they just added a little bit more. Well, it looks like double steak. Well, I didn't fucking ask for it. I didn't ask for double. Well, it looks like double. Are you a shareholder? Are you at the table? What do you want? Well, I got to follow the rules. They're not following the rules. Why do you have to follow the rules if everyone else isn't? If everyone else isn't following the rules are irrelevant. Stop it. Get a grip. Holy fuck. Man, you really got me jazzed up over Chipotle. Fuck them. Load the bowl up. You know who loads your fucking bowl up? If you got one near you. I don't know if they're only in the Chicagoland area because I've only had it in Chicago, but BB Bop, if you've never been, it's like a hibachi Asian style Chipotle. I know you're already foaming at the mouth thinking about that. The prices are the same, if not cheaper than Chipotle, except a bowl from there is literally 2 bowls from Chipotle. I'm shitting you not. And anytime you're like, hey, can you get a little more? You know what they don't do? They don't fucking call the warden up and they're like, sir, they asked for a little more chicken. Should I charge for double? No, just give them the fucking chicken. That's what Chipotle needs to start doing. Hey, can I have a little more chicken? Actually, you can have double. Fuck charging them for it. Fuck corporate. Fuck everybody. Fuck you. Tell me, just be like, fuck you to my face. and give me extra chicken. Be like, you know what? Fuck you, bro. Here's more chicken. Fuck him. Fuck him. Fuck him. You're 16. What are you being the fucking corporate warden for? Loosen up. Smoke a cigarette in the kitchen. Don't cook with your gloves. I don't give a fuck. No, cook with gloves. Be sanitary, obviously. Don't smoke in the kitchen. That's a fire hazard and you could blow up, okay? You're 16. Give me double chicken without the extra cost and go out back and smoke a cigarette and I won't fucking tell anybody. What do you want me to do? Call your mom? You know what? If you're 16 and you want to be like, I think that was double chicken, except it wasn't, they just put a little bit more, I'm going to call your fucking parents and tell them that I saw you smoking a cigarette. I don't give a fuck if you weren't. I'm going to tell them. Oh, yeah, Johnny, he was smoking a cigarette out back. No, I wasn't. Who are they going to believe? The 23-year-old adult with a podcast? Or your dumbass? Honestly, they probably won't believe either of us, but I'm still going to tattle on you, you little bitch. If you want to tattle, you know what? You want to be a little tattletale? I'll go a step further. I'll call the police and I'll put a joint in your car and I'll say, arrest this child. No, I would never do that. I would put meth in your in your trunk. I would put meth in your trunk because weed is anybody who's, by the way, if I don't say this enough, anybody who's in fucking jail for possession. And I saw a TikTok about this recently where they were like, if dispensaries are looking like this, where it's like super nice and bougie, and there's still people in jail for possession of marijuana, get them out. 100% agree with that. 100%. Get them out of jail. They're in there for possession. Get them the fuck out. There's actual criminals out on the actual streets. There are ditties floating around, and we're worried about the buddy who had an eighth in his fucking in his fucking glove box. Let him out. Get him. Let him out. Let them all out. Let everybody out who's in for possession. Immediately. Advice on how to stop thinking about the ex that broke up with me because I wanted a job in an industry I've always wanted to work in rather than working a stupid job just to live near him after we were only dating 8 months in college. Fuck them. Thank God you left that stupid fucker. How to stop thinking about that ex that broke up with me? Consider the fact that they're so petty and juvenile that they couldn't even support you and love you enough to honor the fact that you want to go chase your dreams and they're more worried about their close proximity to you and worried about their own lives. Think about that. Because somebody who really loves you and somebody who would really care for you would want you to spread your wings and go fly. And if that means that one day you'll make it back to them, they'll love it. But if not, they just want you to be happy at the end of the day. And that's real love. And that's true love. And the fact that they didn't feel that way about you after 8 months, that's what you need to be thinking about. They didn't care about me enough to allow me to chase my dreams. That's it. That's all you got to remember. They didn't care about you enough to allow you to chase your dreams. That's what you need to be running through your head every time you're thinking about them and you're sad about it. Hi, Anthony. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh my God. Here's the next one. Hi, Anthony, in all caps. This is when I know when people start with something nice and friendly at the beginning, or when people start with it, they're like, I love this show so much. First of all, I appreciate it. Second of all, I know you're trying to sway my opinion and you're about to say some shit that you know you shouldn't be doing. So let's just see if I'm right here within the first sentence. I'm going to block everything else. Hey, Anthony. So basically I've been in a situationship with this guy for about 2 years. Oh my God. Oh my God. A 2-year situationship? What kind of voodoo black magic spell does this guy have you under? I'm just curious. A 2-year situationship? Girl, stand up. Stand up. And fight him. Honestly. What the fuck? To be honest, he's questionable and has potentially ghosted me on multiple occasions, but I'm still thinking about him and hanging out with him this summer mainly because I'm bored and want interesting lore to live with my friends. What the fuck? Even though I could just text him, that would mean breaking no contact that's been in effect for 3 months, but I'm too prideful to reach out without. Are you really that prideful if you've been in a situation for over 2 years? I'm just saying. Should I break no contact with him to spice up my summer or nah? Listen, if you don't give a fuck about this guy and you just want to have a fucking suck summer, listen, go nuts. But if you feel some type of way and they've been treating you like this, I'm going to find out. I don't know how, but I'll find out, and you're going to get a talking to. You don't want me to get angry. Okay? Don't. All right? If you feel any sort of way about them, I swear to fuck. But if you just want to have a fucking suck summer, listen, like I said earlier, who knows when we're going to fucking die. So have your fun. All right. I think we're going to end the show there. God bless. Or no God bless. Whatever the fuck you believe. I don't give a fuck. Love everyone. Treat everyone with respect. Unless they're a fucking cunt, then fuck them. Unless they're a piece of shit who doesn't care about you, then fuck them. But love everyone, respect everyone. Unless they're fucking pieces of shit, then fuck those pieces of fucking shit, dude. Seriously. Peace and love among worlds. This is my transmission to the aliens. That was like low key. That was probably like racist alien language right there. They're probably gonna come down and be like, "Bro, that was a slur. How'd you even know that?" I didn't. I'm sorry. Anyways, aliens, peace and love among worlds. Save us! I'm gonna start praying to the aliens to save us. Okay, listen. You can only pray to God so many times until you start getting a receding hairline at 23 and the world's burning, and the next thing you know, you're praying to ET, and you're saying, "Get on your bike and save us, ET. Put me in the basket, damn it." Guys, rate, review the podcast. Please share it with your friends and family and lovers. And let them know how wonderful it is here and how amazing this show is and how much you like it and how much you want them to love it and love it and love it. Okay, so make sure you do that. Make sure you love one another and stuff like that. And share the episode. And we're going to end every episode like we always do with 2 likes. No, Jesus, fuck. 2 claps and a Ric Flair. So can I get 2 claps and a Ric Flair? Woo! See you next week!